Hey, everybody. Uh, well, this time I jump on here and give you guys an update about ShopKo. I haven't gotten any word back. Just tried calling them about 45 minutes ago. Said they still haven't got my background check back yet, where they do their background checks at. I want to know why it takes them so long. I mean, I know other people who can have background checks done and have a call back the next day to start work, whereas me, it seems like it takes friggin' forever. I remember that I did a background check on me for another place that I used to work at. I used to be an A, so I used to work at a nursing home close to me. And it was taking so long that I did it myself. And I had the website that I went through. Hi. And the website that I went through said it would take a couple of hours when, in all actuality, I had the results back in my email in less than 30 minutes. So so I don't know how that so I don't know why some businesses say it takes forever when someone can do it themselves. Sorry. God, my nose itches. Someone can do it themselves and have the results back. May I ask 3 words on how you are feeling right now? Why do you want to know? Excuse me, I want to go grab a drink. I'll be right back. It's just right here. Ugh. If you think that if I'm sounding depressed and everything, I got a little bit of a cold going on in my ear. I fight a. I feel fine. Wonderful, actually. Thanks for asking. Um, yeah, so I don't know why some businesses take forever to get, because I've never done anything bad in my life, so it should just come back within a few minutes of, oh, she's fine. You could hire her. And when I went for the interview, it wasn't really an interview. All they wanted to know was when I was available and when I could start. Because apparently they wanted to hire me on the spot. So there's that. And my hair looks like total shit right now. What happens when you go outside in the wind to get the mail? You get that, ugh, my hair looks like crap. So how are all you wonderful people doing? I haven't really been doing much, just trying to keep the house clean and whatnot. Taking care of the kids, taking care of my husband. Well, I'm glad that you're feeling well, Revere. It's just been one of those days when I don't know what to do. Yeah, I know what I should be doing, but I don't know if I really want to do it. So, yeah. This sitting and waiting game, it really does suck. Playing the waiting game. I could get a call back right now. I could get a call back tomorrow. ShopKo, you guys have heard of Target, right? It's basically like Target. And Target is like Walmart, except Target usually doesn't sell food. They sell snacks and stuff, but they don't sell actual groceries. ShopKo doesn't even really ShopKo doesn't sell food whatsoever. So yeah, ShopKo is just a department store where you can go buy clothes and hair stuff, CDs. Basically, it's what Walmart used to be before it became Super Walmart. And I'd rather work at ShopKo than at Walmart because at least I don't have to memorize any codes for fruits and veggies. My damn cats are whining. Yeah, so yeah, so I'm just sitting here playing the waiting game on ShopKo, hoping that they'll call me back sometime soon. Where are you from, Revere? Where you live? Because my grandma, she lives in Colorado, USA, and she had to ask me what ShopKo was just a few months ago when I got off the phone with her. So I'm guessing not every. Oh, you live in the United Kingdom. Okay, so I can understand that. But yeah, it's just a department store, is what ShopKo is. Clothes, jewelry. The ShopKo that I'm applying for has a Payless shoe source store in it, where you can go buy shoes at a lower price. Um, they have small household appliances like microwaves and toasters, KitchenAid mixers, laundry soap, stuff like that. Just holiday stuff, pots, cheaper in pots and pans. So, yeah. So yeah, I figured I'd just hop on and give you guys that update. Not much going on. Gotta go pick up my eldest daughter at around 6 from her Spanish club. Good God, speech and debate club. She's 15. And she doesn't have her learner's permit yet because we're waiting on next summer because we missed it out on this summer to get her into driver's ed. So she'll be 16 taking driver's ed, but out here in rural Nebraska, that's really not uncommon. Seeing as they have school buses to take kids to school out in the rural areas, a lot of people put off. Armageddon, hi! A lot of people put off getting their driver's license until they absolutely need to. How's it going, Armageddon? You didn't miss anything. Basically, ShopKo has not gotten back to me yet. I just tried calling them about 45 minutes ago, and they say that they still haven't gotten my background check done yet. So I was just bitching about that, because I can hop onto any random website to do a background check, and they can have it done. And they can have it within 30 minutes or so. And so I'm just wondering why it takes some people, why it takes businesses so long. When I worked at the nursing home in the next town over, I had to do my own background check because it was taking so long for it to get back. Cost me $20 to do it, but I'd rather spend the $20 and have my job tomorrow than wait for a month, because they need people now because of the dreaded Black Friday shopping coming up here in a few weeks. So, and I don't really get Black Friday shopping. We sit down on Thursday, the day before here in the U.S., and we get, because it's Thanksgiving, I can tell you exactly what day it is this year. 29th? Yeah, I think it's the 29th this year. Is it really? I'm going to have to Google this because that's my youngest daughter's birthday. Nope, the 22nd. So, on November 22nd is Thanksgiving. And on the 22nd we sit down and we pray and we're thankful for this, we're thankful for that. But nowadays we sit down to eat about 2:00, and not even a couple hours later we get up and then we go shopping for stuff that we think we need. I do not get. I remember when things were closed on Thanksgiving Day. Or at least they were only open for a short period of time. Maybe open from 7 to noon. They were only open for a small window because they knew everybody wanted to go home and spend Thanksgiving with their families. Now it's like, everything's open 24/7 anymore. Couldn't tell it in the place that I live because everything shuts down at about 8:00 at night around here in the small towns. The big towns, Columbus and Grand Island, everything closes down about 9 or 10 unless it's Walmart. Walmart or McDonald's. And I don't know if Burger King is open 24/7. But I know Walmart is, and I know McDonald's is, and I know that Walmart only closes on Christmas Day. And even that, I think, yeah, the internet never sleeps. But even that, I think Christmas being closed on Christmas Day might be a thing of the past too, before too long. Because what do kids want? Okay, they get toys. Oh, well, thank you. I think I look like shit because I was just outside in the wind. But I'm surprised my kids aren't home yet. It's 4:20. So, oh, all right. Let's see if I can't. Yeah, media's down. I think the bus just came. All right, I can't find it on that. I'm gonna have to go on here. One of my friends is going through a major amount of depression right now. So she has a YouTube channel. I'm glad you like my hair. In case you can't hear them, here they are. Hey, you.
Wesley's a donkey.
My youngest daughter just said my son's donkey. Okay. I'm trying to find this. But okay, I told you my friend is going through depression time. And she has a YouTube channel. She lives in Colorado with her mom and her dad. She used to live on her own. Okay, it wasn't until recently that she had to go back and live with her mom and dad. She was living with a friend, and her friend illegally evicted her, so she had to go live with her mom and dad. And she is going to try and battle that in court because it was an illegal eviction. Because, if you get evicted, you're supposed to give the person 30 days notice so they can go and find a place, and get situated. Well, this guy named Chef Jeff 98 has been leaving some really hurtful comments on her channel. And today she uploaded a video basically saying that she was ready to end it all. She was ready to, basically just go and kill herself. And of course, everybody that was watching immediately got onto the phones. If I had known the phone number I didn't even know what town she's living in. Thank God someone did know what town she was living in. And so they called the cops, and the cops came and found her and got her and put her, and hopefully put her in a place so she can get help. But Chef Jeff has just been writing some really mean comments on her channel, and all of us have had enough of him. And basically, what started it all was that he said, so many of your videos lately are such Debbie Downers. Well, she has mental health. She's had mental health issues her whole life. So she figured if she started a channel and talked about it, that she would open awareness to it. Yeah. So, you're right, Armageddon. So, he said, so many of your videos lately are such Debbie Downers, and oh my fucking God, did the world come down on him. Everybody came down on him. And, I think he deleted one of his comments because he had more than one. He did. He deleted one of his comments. But anyway, we were basically saying, basically nobody cares about his opinion. We were here to help her. We have always been here to help her through everything. And she's had some up days and she's had some down days, just like everybody else. And we've basically just told him just to get off the channel, that nobody wants him on here. And he replied twice back to me. Thanks for giving me, because I said I checked out his channel and he only has 8 videos and he's bitching about the world too. And he says, thanks for giving me more views and boosting my channel. It's very much appreciated. And then he also commented, don't worry about me, worry about your own life. So basically I told him to go to hell. Wanted to tell him just to go jump off a friggin' cliff. Such a friggin' asshole. But we have gotten updates. We're staying contact somehow. I have her on. Whoops, wrong. Whenever I had trolls on my channel, I just kill them with kindness and turn them into subscribers. Yeah, but the way she was crying on this video, she wasn't. I'm not even sure she wanted to deal with trolls today. She streamed 5 hours ago, and she was the reason that I started live streaming. Because I was thinking about coming back, but I didn't know how to come back onto my channel until I found her. And how I found her was because she was bitching about Bunny. Does everybody know Bunny? Anybody know Bunny? Yeah, I'm glad I'm back too. I mean, these videos really do help me. Going live and talking to you guys, especially you, Armageddon, just makes my day a lot better, a lot brighter. Graveyard Girl. She's like this big, huge internet YouTube person. She used to do product testing. I think it was called Does This Thing Really Work? She got really big because of that. I think that's how she spells it. I'm not sure. But she got really big because of it and because of her product testings and everything. And my friend Jess, she got big because she did a few months ago, Graveyard Girl was bitching about a policy at Starbucks. Because what Graveyard Girl thought that the policy was that you could take your Starbucks cup. I know this isn't Starbucks, but take a Starbucks cup back that you got, like, say, like at 7 a.m. and just take that one cup back and get free refills because they had a free refill policy. But what the policy actually was and what Bunny didn't understand was that you had to stay in the store in order to get the free refills. Just like, you go to McDonald's. You know, they have a Coke dispenser out there in the lobby. You get free refills as long as you're in the store, as long as you're in the restaurant. So, but what Bunny thought was you could go through the drive-through whenever you want, take your empty Starbucks cup, you know, and just say, "Hey, I'm here for my free refill." And a lot of people and when she did that, the YouTube exploded with people hating on her for that. And that's how I found Jess. She, you know, she was one of the smaller channels that was, you know, bitching about it. And that's how I found her. Clicked on her, and she just seemed like an okay person. She seemed like a cool girl. So that's how I stayed, you know, I've just been watching her live streams. And she says she likes to live stream for the same reason I do. She likes the instant feedback. So, which makes sense. So, yeah, that's fun. And I also made a video. This way you play games on Twitch. Yep, exactly. Instant feedback. It's fun. If I had a way to stream me playing video games, I'd do it. But I don't have a way to do that. So, oh, my hair's bugging me. One moment. My husband, I know OBS is free. It's just that I don't know if it would work on my laptop. And I have no way to hook up my gaming console to it, because all I have is a PS3. My mom offered to buy me a PS4 last year for Christmas, but I didn't take her up on that. I don't know. The laptop that I'm using to stream on is a Google Chrome. So, I don't know. It's a HP Chromebook. So, I don't know. It's basically just like a glorified tablet. So, I don't know if anything would work on it. Yeah, how would I hook up my system, though? I mean, would you guys be okay with me just pointing my laptop at the TV like I used to do in my Silent Hill videos when I first started uploading? Because that'd be the only way that I can think of for you guys to sit and play video games with me for a few hours every day. So the quality wouldn't be as great, and I know everybody's looking for great quality these days. Yeah, I know I need a capture card. Or download an emulator, yeah. So, and what else would I need? I mean, a controller? Yeah. And I'd have to get that off Amazon. What's a good controller to use with a computer? Logitech? I've heard a lot of people say Logitech is a good controller. God damn. I cannot wait till my... Oh, God. I think I'm going to have to... When I get paid... PS3 uses a US... Yeah, I know it does. So I can just take my PS3 controller then and just hook it up to my laptop, if that would work. So what I think I'm going to do when I get my first paycheck is I'm going to have to go to the mall You see how some of my hair is longer than the others? I think I'm just going to have to go and get cut to the shortest layer and have it grow out. I never should have had him put layers in. Because now it looks all crap now that it's growing. So, yeah. So I would have to try that. I need to get a new controller for my PS3 anyway. I haven't been playing it for months because I've been waiting until I got a job to buy a new controller. And I should have gotten the new controller when I was working in Osceola. So, but it worked at that time. So now the X button sticks. That's why I get letting the kids play it. And my kids are 15, 13, and will be 12 at the end of the month. You'd think that they would know not to put anything sticky on the controllers. And if I do end up playing, if I do figure out a way to do that. Oh my God, I don't know if you guys can see that. This is the game I want to play for you guys. Tomb Raider. I love it. The original Tomb Raider, not the new stuff. And then I also have downloaded on my I have Tomb Raider 2 downloaded on my PS3. Well, I have Tomb Raider 2013, but I don't really much like it. I mean, it's an okay game. But the other two are only for the PS4, and I don't have a PS4. So I have Tomb Raider 2. Okay, well, I have. Because I do have the PS1 and the PS2 and the PS3. Let's just all go. I have an Atari, too. I have an Atari, a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, the PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation 3. When I was living with my dad, I did have a Sega Genesis. Yes, 2600. Still up here somewhere. Ah, shit, it's in a box. Ah, fudge. I'm not going to get it down. It's in a box. I forgot. But, yeah. Well, it's one of those, when it came out here a few Christmases ago, all in one system. So, yeah. I hook it up for my kids occasionally. But I mean, I got games to play. It's not like I don't. No, it's not the real deal. I mean, it'd be expensive to get the real deal and get the cartridges and everything, even though I would love to get the real deal. I would so love it. But yeah, but when we got that for Christmas, and I hooked it up for my kids, they were like, "Oh wow, this is how you guys used to play games." I was like, "Yeah, you move your red square box all around." That's what gaming was in the 80s. And my kids, yes, and oh my gosh, the controller stick, they love that. They love the controller stick and everything, even though they had to get used to only using that and the one red button. But they like to play the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo too. Even though I have to hook that up through. Yeah, I had to hook that up through my VCR. But yeah, I mean, they love the old school games. Not many kids these days even. I saw a video on YouTube of, you remember those rotary dial phones, Armageddon? Put your finger in the hole and go all the way around. Yep. I saw a video on YouTube of a girl trying to call her grandma still had a rotary dial phone. Either that or she just hooked it up for the pure hell of it, so that her granddaughter could figure out could figure out how to call. And so she picked up the receiver. She could figure out you had to pick up the receiver, but she couldn't figure out how to dial the numbers. And she's like, "Well, I need to call my mom so she can pick me up. I'm ready to go home." And she's like, "Okay, well, there's the phone." So she picked up the receiver. She's like, "I don't know how to dial the numbers." She's like, "Well, how do you dial on a regular phone?" So she put her finger in the hole, but she didn't make it go all the way around. Oh my God. Kids these days, they do not know how good they have it. I mean, they whine when the power goes out on their cell phones. If there's like a storm. They do not know how good they have it these days. I ask my kids how their friends would act if I took them back in time to the 90s. I mean the early 90s, 1990. We'll go that, because I think they could live in the mid to late 90s. But we'll just go the early 90s. 90, 91. You and I who grew up in that era, it's, we remember what it's like to not have these. Babies are basically come out of the womb holding these, going, "Yeah, hold on, I need to tweet that I was just born." You're basically born with a cell phone anymore. I've seen preschoolers with cell phones. And I'm like, what the fuck does a preschooler need with a friggin' cell phone? Oh my gosh. Yes, have them try to figure out the internet when it was just coming in the mid-90s. When it was just nothing, basically. When it wasn't this. How did you guys get along without the internet? Easy. We went outside and played. And then you hear in the news, a mom gets in trouble for letting her kids go outside and play. She wasn't watching them. My kid is 8 years old, doesn't need to be watched. My kids are teenagers. I don't need to watch them. It's... Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that there's pros and cons to the internet now. But, you're talking to me live on your phone, yep. Isn't that just amazing? I mean, it used to be that the phone was connected to the wall, and the only thing you could use it for was to call your mom or your aunts and uncles. Basically, you couldn't... No Twitter, no Facebook, no nothing on your phone. Not even on the friggin' internet. I remember when MSN Messenger was a thing. I'd get home from school and hop on to MSN Messenger. And I'd be on there for like hours. And then my mom would come home and she'd be like, "I tried calling you guys to see if you guys wanted to go out and eat. Or to get some meat thawing. Or brown, or to brown some hamburger meat." I'm like, "I'm sorry." MSN Messenger was a great thing. Oh my gosh. She'd be like, and I said, and I'd say, I'm sorry, I was on MSN Messenger. She's like, you just talked to your friends while you were at school. I was like, so? A lot can happen in 30 minutes between when school gets out and I get home. Or so I thought. Now it's like, I don't care if I go all day without talking to anybody. Now, some days it's like, oh my God, so-and-so's calling. I don't really want to talk to them, but it's rude just to let it go to voicemail, At least I think it's rude. Because I don't know what they need or what they want. One of these times, I could just let it go to voicemail. It could be something important. I remember last year, after I got home from visiting my grandma in Wyoming, it was like 2-3 days after I got back, I woke up because I put my phone on silent so I could actually get some sleep. And I woke up and I checked my phone and I missed like 20 phone calls from my grandma and from my mom, combined 20. And I was like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened? And my grandpa passed away last year. So I went to work that day and I told him that my grandpa had passed. And they're like, oh, and they even said, do you want another week off so you can go up and visit? I was like, I just got back from visiting him. They're like, so? You're supposed to go to his funeral. So I called my grandma and I asked if she, if they really need me up there. And she said, no. She said, no, you had just gotten back to work and everything. She's like, Papa said he had a really nice visit with you guys before he passed. So, which is great. And I know not a lot of you are religious people, but I'm kind of religious. And this happening a couple days after I got back home. You know how there's, you find out you got like a terminal illness and you're going to die, and they say there's like stages of acceptance you go through. I think he bargained with God. Like, Megan's coming out here in a few days. Can I just please stay, on this earth until she gets back home? Yeah, the stages of grief. There you go. So I think he was bargaining with God. That he just wanted to stay alive long enough so that he could see me and the kids again one last time. So there you go. Because it just seemed too coincidental that he died a few days after I got back. So yeah, I mean, it still hurts sometimes talking about it, and other times it doesn't. I loved him. He was a funny guy. Oh my God, do I remember sometimes growing up. I never realized how young my mom was until I started having kids. I never realized how young my grandma was until I started having kids. But yeah, I mean, my grandma and my grandpa, they were young grandparents. And I'm not saying like, young. I think my grandma was in her 40s when when I was born. And I just remember growing up, him always just picking on her. Just, just not in a bad way, but that flirtatious kind of picking. Well, I made my mom a grandma in her 40s too, so 3 weeks from turning 19 when my eldest was born. So yeah, so I mean, I just have some really good memories, Yeah. I was pissed at my mom, and I wanted to prove to her that I could raise a kid because she kept on saying, "You can't even take care of yourself. What makes you think you can raise a kid?" So she did put me on birth control before I turned 18 because she didn't want to be a grandma early. But I was taking it. She put me on it in March. I took it in March. I took it in April, and I took it in. Yeah, I took it in May, but I did not take it in June because I only had a 3-month supply. So I didn't take it in June of 2002. So July into June, beginning of July of 2002, I became pregnant. I just didn't want to take and really, I just didn't want to take pills. I've always been that way. I do not like taking pills. Even if if it's something like a leave for a headache, then fine, I'll take it just so I could get some sleep. But I don't like taking a leave for like my knee pain. I don't like taking a leave for a back pain because you take a leave and what does it do? It numbs the pain. That's all it is. It just numbs the receptors that block the pain. And so you think, oh, it's fine. So then you start moving again, and then you can really seriously injure yourself. Which people think that it's weird that I don't take pain pills when I'm in pain. No, I'll only take them if I have a headache. Oh, and I remember this one medication that I was on, Armageddon, 5th grade, I think, for like, I don't know what it was for. I had some, I think it's like an earache or something, and oh my God, the warnings on this bottle: do not go outside, do not play in the sun, do not take with milk, do not eat meat while taking this medication. Don't do this, don't do that. And it made me sick to my stomach too. So I told my dad, and he said, stop taking it. So yeah, but then my mom got upset because she's like, well, I spent money on that medication. It's like, well, it's making me have an upset stomach. I can't go outside and play. Basically what it was telling me is you basically just sit in one spot and be a hermit. So yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, so I just stopped taking it because I was in school. Because I was in school while taking it, so I mean, I couldn't just tell the teacher, say I can't go outside because of the medication that I'm on. Yeah, there was this strong antibiotic I had to take for my eyes. I couldn't go outside. Yes, get violently ill. Oh, that was this year. Holy hell! I'm sorry, Armageddon. Oh. Yeah, so I mean, that's just. uh I mean, some of the stuff that that the the drug companies push through. I mean, it's. I mean, I wonder if they actually do test the majority of this stuff, because then what happens is you get sick, and some people get sick to the point where they almost die. And so, what's the thing to do? You sue the doctor. Well, the doctor was only doing what they were told. The doctor. What does the doctor say? Well, the doctor says, well, the pharmacy said it was okay for me to prescribe. I know, but I still think they have a long way to go when it comes to testing drugs on people. Because I do believe that's how my niece died. She was given the wrong dosage. So, no, not bad reaction. Just she was given the wrong dosage. I think she was given the dosage for someone that was twice her age. Because she had spina bifida and water on the brain, so she wasn't as tall as someone her age. So, but she also had bladder infection and a uterus infection going on at the same time too. And the other two, the bladder infection and the uterus infection, they didn't know until it was too late. And so those three, combined was just too much for her little body to take. I'm just glad I haven't had to deal with anything like that, which is why my husband and I we're not really against taking the kids to the doctor. We're just more cautious now because of that happened. We actually think, do they really need to go to the doctor? How sick are you? I'm glad you love your doctors. And there are many doctors out there that are trustworthy. And my sister-in-law is a nurse, so you think that she would have noticed the wrong dosage, but what are nurses trained to do? Nurses are trained to follow doctors' orders. So the reason they didn't sue was because that would come back to bite them in the butt. Believe me, if it was one of my daughters or even my son that had died because something like that happened to, my husband and I would be suing. Because I'm not a nurse. I just have the title of a CNA, and I think that's about ready to expire here soon. I'm glad that your mom was a nurse. That's actually a good career. I wish that I could have actually chose that as a career, but I'm not smart enough, honestly. I do not understand the metric system whatsoever. Welcome to the United States of America. We don't follow what everybody else does. We use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. Yeah, I know I'm smart. I got brains up here. But I just don't understand the metric system. It doesn't compute with me. So oh, goody gumdrops. Okay. Chef Jeff just replied to me. Let's see what he has to say. Shut up. Because I know that's going to continue to play. Oh my fucking okay. Chef Jeff 98 just replied. He said just to make Okay, first he said just to show I'm a decent guy and to show there's no hard feelings, I'm going to donate to Jess so she can get some gas and groceries. Oh my fucking god. See? Oh. Oh my god. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Hold on. Hi, Skunk. Yeah, he says he's going to donate to Jess so she can buy food and gas. Thank you. You know, that is helpful. Oh my. Why did it retract your message? Because all you said was hi. I hate to sound so critical, but don't hold your breath until he's actually done it. No, exactly. But if I say thank you right now, and if I say I'm sure she will love it, hopefully he does it. I'm not sure if my friend Jess has any type of account set up for donations right now, but I wonder if we could. And then when she gets out of wherever she's at, I'm pretty sure she's going to want to notify us some way, shape, or form. That we have set up an account for her with money in it to use for gas and groceries. Yeah, I know, Skunk. I've been around. Let's see what this says. When is the performances on Sunday? I forgot about this. We have two, one at 3 and then one at 5. Okay. I need to write that down on my calendar. My daughter's one act. Oh, excuse me. Please tell me there's a. Does this starts in 2009? Should have known that. I wonder if there's. I'll have to write it down on my whiteboard out here. So, like, is Armageddon like the new Skunk? Has he been coming to every one of your streams? Yes, my eldest daughter acts. The play that they're doing this year, I don't know if you guys have heard it. It's called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. It's based on a book of the same name. They just took some little scenes here and there and put it all together into one play. And they go and do competitions. Like tomorrow they're going to do a competition and they have to keep it under 30 minutes. So 30 minutes or less to even qualify. So yeah. It's I went and I saw it here a couple days ago. They did a performance for the whole school. And I figured, okay, and it was at 2:30, so I figured, okay, if I show up, I can take them home. They won't have to wait for the stupid bus. So, yeah. So now that Jeff has actually said that I haven't asked that of this group because we're really close. See what people say. Because that's what she really needs. She needs money. If she had money if she even just had money just to put gas in her car, she wouldn't feel as depressed. And I understand what that's like, not being able to put gas in your car and having to decide and having to lump everything into one day because you have to go and do everything. And you barely put your big toe on the gas pedal, and people call you granny driving down the road because you're trying to save gas, conserve it. So we all know what it's like, and I think we've all been there at one point or another where we have to decide. Even sometimes you have to decide between groceries and gas. And that one is a really hard one. It's like I need the gas, but I also need the groceries. How do you choose between those two? Well, I understand why you can't drive Armageddon. And I'm pretty sure you would give anything in the world to be able to drive. But I'm pretty sure you've had friends that at one point or another in their lives like, yeah, I had to choose between gas or paying the bills. And I've had a lot of friends that have had to choose between paying the bills and gas in their car. I'm pretty sure you would love to drive. It's going to be this time of the year, though, that time of the year where I don't want to be out on the roads. Like once the snow actually does fall and stick. Ugh, I hate driving in snow. And I love driving. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love to drive. I just don't like driving in the wintertime because I think that's when the stupids get out there on the roads. They're like, oh, it's winter. Time for me to get on the roads and wreck. I wish we humans could hibernate all winter long. I really hate winter. I was not cut out for winter. Walking in this, oh my gosh. It's not really the snow that really gets me. It's the ice. I'm 34 years old, and when there's ice and snow on the ground, I walk like I'm friggin' 80 years old, 80, 90 years old. Yeah, I know. I got to go out and get some sunglasses so that, when it actually does start to snow, I could put on those dorky looking sunglasses. Everybody tells me that. Armageddon. Everybody tells me that I look 24. Oh my gosh. Okay, and I smoke. Okay. Yes, I know I need to stop, but it's my vice. Some people drink, some people smoke. I get carded unless it's at the store here in town where I go to get my cigarettes. If I go someplace different, I get carded. I gotta butt it out. Yeah. Yeah, but I get carded all the time. I mean, if I buy alcohol, I don't get carded. But if I buy cigarettes, I do. Go figure. I look old enough to drink, but not old enough to smoke. You have to be 18 you have to be 18 in the US to buy cigarettes legally. And 21 to drink alcohol. Oh, and by the way, this is Crystal Pepsi, the best. Please sponsor me. Yeah, they brought it back. They brought it back here a couple of years ago, and then they brought it back here again for the holidays. Unless Dollar General is just trying to get rid of their stock. This is good until November 5th of 2018. It says so right here. November is good until today. So yeah, I think it was in their back room and they're just trying to get rid of it. But hell, I'll buy out their stock. I don't mind it. Crystal Pepsi rocks. There's no reason why they needed to take it off the shelf all those years ago anyway. There's a lot of drinks that they never should have stopped making that I just so totally loved. Like when I first came to Nebraska. Oh, what was it? I think it was like blue cream soda. Pepsi Blue, yum. That was good. I remember drinking that as a kid. But it was like blue cream soda that I so totally loved. And a company called Surefine was the only ones that made it. And it was so friggin' good. Wish I could find some so I can let my son loves cream soda. I would love to find some so he could try it. Uh-huh. They brought back vanilla Pepsi here a few summers ago. I remember that. And I remember when vanilla Pepsi first came out, my eldest daughter wasn't even a year old yet. My dad got married in January of 2004. And I think that's when they came out with the vanilla Pepsi. And I remember it because there's a picture floating around my house somewhere of Lexi, my eldest daughter Lexi, trying to drink it, but she couldn't figure out how to, because she wasn't even a year old yet. She couldn't figure out how to unscrew the top. Man, and they still make vanilla Coke, but they don't make vanilla Pepsi anymore. See, that's just so much stuff that Coca-Cola does that I wish Pepsi would just follow with too and give Coke a little bit more competition. But then again, there's vanilla Coke here in the States still. You gotta have to come across and come down and get some. I mean, Coca-Cola still makes cups that say Coca-Cola on them, and if you want a cup that says Pepsi on it, you gotta go to like Amazon or places like that. Now, there's some things that Canada has, Armageddon, that I wish that we Americans had. And there's some things that, people in the UK have that I wish that Americans had. And, it's just, yeah. Yay! We can have fun with Armageddon time. Oh, you guys have real maple syrup. Not the fake shit that we have over here. We have a maple tree right outside our house here. Couple of maple trees. I keep on asking my husband if one of these years we can tap them. Yeah, I want to try the real stuff. He says the real stuff isn't as sweet as the as the stuff that they sell in the stores. But he says it has a better taste to it and everything. Because he used to go out when he was growing up. He used to go out to his grandma's place, tap her maple trees, and get some syrup and make it. But then again, he thought that I wouldn't like, milk straight from the cow. So, when we moved in with my father-in-law, when we first moved here in 2002, we lived with my husband's dad. And, they had they grew up with a milk cow, so they still had a milk cow. And, my husband thought that I wouldn't like it straight from the cow. But what you do is, obviously you milk the cow, and then you got to, pasteurize it. And then, oh my gosh, this is like the best milk you've ever had. You just scrape off the cream and you save the cream for later. You can make whipped cream out of that, actually. It tastes really, really good. You can make butter from it. And that butter tastes better than the stuff you buy at the stores. The closest thing that we could find at the store here that tastes almost like that is vitamin D milk, whole milk, vitamin D. And even that tastes a little watered down compared to getting it straight from the cow. And oh my god, my eldest daughter. Okay, I could buy 4 gallons of milk I buy 4 gallons of milk in a week. And let's see, I could do that on a Monday, and by Wednesday I have to go out and get it. Is it all milk straight from the cow, Pumpkin? Because remember, you gotta pasteurize it. You pasteurize it first, and you gotta cook it, then you gotta, so it's all milk, no matter if it's skim milk, 1%, 2%, or whole. It all comes from the cow to begin with. So, but no, that milk is actually better from you coming straight from the cow and not having anything else done with it. It's really good for you. That's one thing, and that's another reason why I don't really trust doctors all that much, because they say this shit's all bad for you. Yeah, holy hell, it's 5:20. Yeah, no, you have to pasteurize it first. You have to. But what I was saying was that my eldest daughter could take those 4 gallons of milk and have them gone basically by Wednesday or Thursday. And then, so I joke, okay, it's just a joke, people. I joke with her that I'm going to buy a milk cow and put her under it. And she's like, yeah, Mom, do it. Oh my God. Yeah, so, yeah. God damn it. Feels like my hair in the back is not wanting to brush out. Feels weird. I think I need to rewash it. Ugh. think I need a treatment. I mean, I use Dove conditioner. I wonder if that's not good for your hair. I got some herbal essences. I want to try that. And if that works, I'm just going to have to buy herbal essences. Yeah, at least she has, yes. My kids love milk. They'll take milk over soda any day of the week. But it's 5:20. I have got to go and pick up my eldest daughter from speech and debate. Thanks, Armageddon, for chatting with me. Thank you, Skunk, for chatting with me. Thank you, Revere, for chatting with me. And for all y'all that watch this in the archives, thank you so much for listening. It's been an hour and 16 minutes of fun. This is why I come on, so I can chat with you guys live. And if you have anything else you want to talk about, anything like future stuff you'd like me to talk about, put it down in the comment section. Okay? Bye.